came this morning, Laura.
Good morning. Good morning. Before I get to the message that I have for you this morning, I would like you to know why I'm here. I'm up here talking because I want to. I'm here because I love St. Paul's and this congregation. I love the people here. I love the messages received here from Pastor Harding and others and the impact that they have on all of us. I joined the Stewardship Committee because I believe the ministries here in this church are awesome. Because St. Paul's is making a difference in our lives and in the lives of those in our community, and I want to ensure that it stays that way. I hope in some way that the message I bring to you today will assist you in deciding how much time, talent, and treasure you can give so that we remain the active body of Christ that we are. My message today is about mercy. What does mercy have to do with stewardship? Mercy is the love and compassion in action. It requires that we do something. So what are we doing? Well, we use our time, talent, and treasures to feed the hungry, shelter the homeless. We comfort the sick and visit the people in the hospital and the nursing homes. We bury the dead and have a funeral service. Big whoop, you might say. That's what church is supposed to do. What makes ours different? Well, we don't just have and share mercy here at St. Paul's. We have chesed. That's a word from him over there. And I'm told I said it correctly. Chesed is the Hebrew word for mercy, and its translation is loving kindness. Chesed is an awesome word. It evokes feelings. It's guttural. It means we love you with all of our guts, and we don't want you to suffer, grieve, or be in distress alone. So now let me tell you how we demonstrate chesed in our ministries here at St. Paul's. There's a client of the food pantry who is so embarrassed that she needs help that she refuses to come inside the church to pick up her groceries. She asks that I put them outside the door so that she can pick them up later on when no one is looking. A few weeks ago, she noticed that my car was the only one in the parking lot, so she took a chance and she rang the doorbell. And when I opened the door, she grabbed me and she held on and cried for 10 minutes to let me know what a difference this makes in her life. That's chesed. There's a woman from Family Promise who now has a secure apartment for her and her daughter, and because of the kindness and mercy showed to her through Family Promise, she returns every time she can and makes food from her own pocket to help Family Promise because she believes in it that much. That's chesed. Jeanette Richardson goes to Pleasant Valley Manor twice a month to give communion to a couple of our parishioners who live there. One of them is Roger Hartman, otherwise known as the mayor of Pleasant Valley Manor. And when Jeanette shows up, she was originally giving communion to Roger and to Bonnie, who passed away. But now she has a whole room full of people that Roger has invited into the room, and those that meet Jeanette in the hallway and knows what she's coming to bring to St. Paul's, which is a lot more than communion. So twice a month, inside a small room in Pleasant Valley Manor, Jeanette brings chesed from St. Paul's. Alan, my husband, met with Clayton Heimbach before he passed away several times over the years and let him talk about times gone by and his time in the service, and just let him talk while he was comfortable. Later on in his life, when dementia was prevalent and his stories became a little more fantastical, Alan still sat there and listened and made him feel comfortable and held his hand. and he told him it was okay to go when he was ready to go. Clayton's family asked Alan to read a eulogy at his funeral, and that's chesed. Yesterday, we prayed Arlene Wright's up to heaven, and after the service, we had a funeral luncheon, and several ladies from this congregation made sure that the tables were set, that the food was served, and it was cleaned up, and the family did not have to worry about it. And when Frank, Arlene's widower, sat down to have his lunch at our table with a fistful of cookies, there were 3 of us at the table who very kindly and gently asked, "Frank, did you eat first?" Meaning, did you have a sandwich and some salad before you had a fistful of cookies? And he said yes. And that's chesed. I could go on for another hour about stories like these, about the large and small acts of mercy witnessed by me and others, the body of Christ here in this church, but I think you get the message. I hope you do. Today is a healing service. Pastor Harding and Alan will channel God's love and lay their hands and pray for those seeking chesed, mercy, relief, relief from pain, relief from grief, relief from illness, relief from stress. I personally think relief is a good synonym for mercy, and relief happens to be my very favorite feeling in the world. With relief comes hope, hope for the future. So line up in a few minutes and feel the chesed. Let God show you through his servants that he loves you with all his guts